Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas Pinkevičius
and Aušra Pinkevičienė.
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as total organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Aušra.
Let's start episode 493 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Sally. And she writes, choir rehearsals for the fall start Thursday, September the 5th, so time to get serious and spend time going through the music. I have a meeting with our music director this week to review the music for the fall and go over expectations. I also need to continue working on pieces for preludes and postludes this year, as well as meditative music to use at the end of communion. My goal is to spend time at the organ, piano every day. It is challenging because I work full-time and often am mentally drained by the time I get home. But once I make it on to the piano or organ, I can easily spend an hour. So that's my goal. So Sally is a church musician, Aušra.
Yes, it seems like that, but she also has a full-time job, so she's not only a church musician.
Mm-hmm. A church musician on the side, probably.
Yes.
And the challenge is to find mental energy after work to practice on the piano or organ. Now she has to get serious about practicing choir music, accompaniments probably.
Yes, I guess, because she needs to accompany choir.
Have you ever accompanied choir, Aušra?
Of course, when I worked at Grace Church.
How was it?
Well, I liked it, I enjoyed it actually. It's fun.
What kind of skills do you have to have?
Well, for me, my sight reading skills helped me the most. I would say when you don't have to struggle, and to put a lot of effort and time and, learning new stuff.
What about collaboration with others? If you've been used to playing solo.
Well, that might be, difficult for you. It wasn't difficult for me because, I sang in a choir since, the age of 7, I guess. So it wasn't hard for me to accompany choir. And actually, I enjoy accompanying more than singing myself.
Me too. Singing is actually more difficult for the voice and mentally probably more difficult to me. To accompany is to pay attention to the conductor and to follow the orders that come from conductor, and that's all you have to do.
Yes, you even don't have to worry about picking up your own tempo because if there is no conductor, then it's all settled.
Mm-hmm. So Sally is probably in this situation too. She has to work with music director.
But as I understood, the main concern of Sally is to have that mental energy, to be able to rehearse. Because if she gets to an instrument, then she practices. The trouble is probably forcing herself, to reach that instrument and sit down. And I can well imagine because I'm dealing with the same problem. All that, time managing thing. Because also, as teaching full time, I know what that is, to be able still to practice yourself.
Is it time management or priority management?
Well, it's not so much time and priority management. I think it's, about finding enough energy to do it.
Mind management.
Well,
They say you have to manage your mind also in order for it to function properly when you need it.
I think what is very important, we don't know what, full-time job Sally is doing besides, being a church organist. But if it's not a physical activity, and I guess that it's probably not. If you are working in an office, and working at the church, it means you really lack the physical activity. And this might be also be a reason for this, not having enough energy to practice. So I think it's the crucial thing would be, to find time to exercise, to do some physical activity that might, recharge you, and you might be able, to practice.
The easiest way is to walk, as we found out ourselves.
Yes. But the trouble with that is, for example, last night with us and I went for a nice long walk. It took about an hour for us. We used our tracker poles.
You mean trekking poles?
Trekking poles, yes. Trekking poles. Or trekking sticks. And I still cannot manage them very well, but, after coming back from the forest, I couldn't do anything.
You were exhausted?
Yes, I was exhausted, but the good thing was that I slept very well after that.
Really?
Yes.
So your mind was in a resting state.
True. So
Recharging.
maybe if I wouldn't walk like for an hour, but maybe for half an hour, I would still be able to practice after that. I don't know.
Plus, you use those trekking sticks, which are difficult to manage at first, and also they take total body coordination and work out your upper body muscles. So you actually exercised much more than you usually did during walks.
Yes, and I realized, how sloppy I am in my body, if I may say so, because doing the right foot and left stick was really hard for me. It was really a challenge, and Vidas kept saying me, "Oh, you are doing it incorrect." So because he is a champion,
Yes,
knows things very well.
I watched a YouTube video for 5 minutes.
That's right, and that made you an expert, yes?
Yes.
So actually, exercising might help you to be more efficient with your practice, or to get you on the organ bench. Another thing might help, when I was studying at the National Čiurlionis School of Art, I would often have classes from 9 to 6, and it was really big, long time.
Like a full-time job.
Yes, like a full-time job, but I would still have to do all those homeworks and to practice and prepare.
It was even
all
more
those
than.
things. Yes, it was actually much more than a full-time job, because I would finish doing preparing for this school like at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
I would think
imagine that?
I would think adults work 40-hour weeks and students work 60-hour weeks. Probably.
Well, at least in this school, that's true. So I would return back home, and actually I would take a long, nice bath.
You would take a long, nice bath?
Yes. And after this long, nice bath, I could do things again. I would sit and practice for a couple of hours and then do other things. So you might try that as well.
I have another suggestion which works similarly, but you don't have to use water. Just sit or lie down even for 15 or 20 minutes with your eyes closed and sort of breathe naturally.
And you will fall asleep if you are really tired.
But then wake up after 20 or 15 minutes, and that would be enough, just enough to get you recharged. It's like a short meditation.
Actually, what many people do in a case like this, when we need to do still something and we don't have energy, but I wouldn't suggest you to do that. We eat sweets and we drink coffee. I wouldn't do that.
No, it's better.
Because maybe you will feel better for a short while, but in a long term it will make things even worse.
I agree. It's better not to do artificial, not to take artificial boosters like this. Maybe just for 20 minutes of relaxation and really closing your eyes and breathing, you will feel that energy boost naturally anyway. And if you do this in the middle of the day, let's say in around 2 o'clock, when you feel the most tired, 2, 3 o'clock, when you feel the most sleepy, maybe you will then discover that the day has split into two parts, like you've been getting out of bed at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and starting a new day this way. And you can do this wherever you are, don't necessarily at home, not necessarily in the bed. Sitting in the chair is fine.
Sure, I think that's a good advice.
Thanks, guys. We hope this was useful to you. Please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, "The sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your essays, courses, and all your help."
Robert writes, "I found the fingerings, registration ideas, and general comments to be excellent."
John writes, "I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you are there teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right, as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor."
Robert writes, "It has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material, as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching."
Ron writes, "Hi Vidas and Ausra, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home, and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Ausra and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward."
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt www.total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Ausra from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.